Oh man, happy Friday, everybody. Thank you guys for being here on this Freedom Friday live stream, kicking off the weekend. Whew. It's been a week. It's been a week for sure. And I just want to say thank you all for being here. Cheers. Got my obviously 2A bourbon that you see. And in my little live free glass. Yeah, that's the outline of your boy there. Yeah, it definitely it looks better in person. I can say that much. But anyway, good to see you guys. Again, thanks for everybody for tuning in. If you're catching this live stream after the fact, appreciate you clicking on it and watching it. Obviously, as the chat has already made it very clear, this is a pretty interesting topic. Yeah, it's going to be a good conversation, I think, because at the end of the day, we're still talking about human loss of life, which is sad. No matter how many jokes you've seen, things like that all throughout the internet, like, pre-existing conditions, bullet holes, stuff like that, right? As dark humor as it might be, it is, some of it's kind of funny, let's be real. But also at the same time, it sucks that somebody was murdered. But murders happen every single day, and we don't hear about that with as much publicity. So I guess you got to be some sort of millionaire, billionaire to get that type of publicity. But it is what it is. So with that, the firearm that the quote unquote assassin used, unless there's been anything else new, it's pretty much being brought up that it is a B&T Station 6.9, otherwise known as the VP9, which is the contract gun. But the Station 6.9 is a pretty interesting pistol. We are going to watch the video here in just a moment. And when you guys watch it, you let me know what you think. I have not shot the Station 6 from B&T. But I do know, in order for this gun to operate, it has a 5-round capacity, chambered in 9mm. It has a pretty much a built-in wipe suppressor. We'll talk about what that is compared to like a standard baffle design. But you have to, well, you cock it, load one up, but you have to twist it. You pull the trigger, unlock it, lock it again. It's pretty much like a bolt-action pistol, right? And when you watch the video of the shooter here, he looks like he just has a regular, what would be, semi-auto pistol, but is utilizing a suppressor that doesn't have a booster, otherwise known as a Nielsen device, and therefore he has to rack it each time. You know what? We'll just go ahead and play the video really quick. I think when you guys take a look at this, there's a couple of things that kind of give it away to me as like being right. We're going to play it one more time here. Well, actually, we'll probably play it a few more times, but let me back it up right here. Actually, want to go one more. Notice the gas coming rearward on this gun. Obviously, the picture quality is terrible, but notice the gas coming rearward on this gun. If you notice the Station 6, having seen the gun shot, I don't notice any gas coming rearward like that. It does even look like the slide tried to reciprocate, but it doesn't have enough oomph behind it because it doesn't have that booster, right? So to me, it looks like a semi-auto that this guy knew would not work as it's supposed to with a suppressor and act as a semi-auto, because the body language would suggest that this guy was pretty much prepared to rack the slide each time. You guys get what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. Like I said, I've watched this so many times now, and it just, yeah. To me, it looks like that I don't think it's a Station 6. However, there's been several news sources say that, yeah, it was a B&T Station 6, which is ultimately like a modern take on the old school well rod pistol, if you want to look that up and see what that is. But I just don't see it being a Station 6 VP9, not to be confused with the HK VP9. But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, all right? Down in the comment section as we hop into this conversation. But the bigger point is, this was, as far as I can tell, without audio or anything else, a suppressed pistol. In the state of New York, NFA items aren't a thing. They're not supposed to be, right? Actually, I should point that way because, you know, that's how it's appearing to you guys. Maybe I should just move my screen over there so that way it makes more sense. Anyway, like what this guy's using, a suppressor, it's not, those aren't legal in the state of New York. Murder, last time I checked, wasn't legal in the state of New York also. So, you know, there is that. Could further, and I've actually did a video about this similar subject a while back, talking about assassination attempts and everything. Could further gun control prevent more crime or assassination attempts? And I am a firm believer of absolutely not. That typically more gun control will lead to more crime. I am a firm believer of that mindset. You might be wondering why. A disarmament of a populace will either leave them vulnerable to tyranny from government or tyranny from other individuals looking to oppress, looking to murder, looking to rob, whatever it might be. Because as I am sure, whether you're new to the channel or not, criminals don't abide by the law. If this dude, point again over here, if this dude really wanted to kill the guy that he wound up killing, which I think he did, he even wrote little messages on the casing, you know, defy, whatever he said, deny, defend, something like that. But anyway, he would have done it with or without this pistol that he was using and the suppressor. I just find it to be like wonderful timing that this happens right when so much more talk about the Hearing Protection Act, removing silencers from the National Firearms Act, all that type of stuff is starting to be talked about. The timing is uncanny. It's just that timing is like, wow, what a coincidence, right? Strange. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, also today being Friday, December the 6th, tomorrow is Pearl Harbor Day, in memory of that, a date which will live in infamy. Today at midnight, my sale, my 15% off Cyber Week will end at magdumpmerch.store. I just added some new product there today for fun. That includes the entire collection that you see right there. So we've got wine glasses with the Live Free design on it, because, well, my fiance likes wine. So I figured when I like whiskey, I also like beer. So imagine Beer Stein's coming at some point, but I'm going to get through all this stuff first. But also you guys have seen the CM logoed. This one's been out for a minute. Whiskey glass, CM logoed wine glass, all of it from bin shot with the 308 caliber bullet lodged in the side of it. 15% off. No discount code necessary. It's automatically applied when you go through checkout. And thanks everybody that supported me during this week and that's already been purchasing and become customers of magdumpmerch.store. Appreciate you guys so much. That means a lot. All right. So cheers to every last one of you. Thank you much. Now, in celebration of all that as well, and since it's, you know, Christmas is the next holiday now, and it's the time for giving and all that type of fun stuff, I figured I'll do a merchandise giveaway tonight as well, where I will include one whiskey glass, one wine glass. We'll figure out which logo for each, and then one of each beanie, and then my coffee cup. Where the hell did I put my coffee cup? prepared as usual. And and my CM logoed campfire mug, which I personally love that mug. And magdumpmerch.store is where you can pick up or take a look at all this stuff right now. And just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, I'll just go ahead and pull up the mug, and you guys can see why I'm such a fan of it. And then, yes, it is microwave safe. I know a lot of people might wonder about that, because I microwave mine all the time, because I make the coffee, forget that I pour the coffee as I'm checking emails, doing work, whatever it might be, then be like, oh yeah, my coffee, and then I need to throw it in the microwave after an hour. So there you have it, right? But anyway, yeah, sure. So we'll do the merch giveaway. I don't know. Let's shoot for about an hour from now or so. How about that? Because I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about tonight and everything. So sound good? I think that sounds pretty good. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and show that to you guys really quick, what that looks like. Boom. There you go. There's the mug. There's yours truly in the CM hoodie also, and with the American flag beanie, which I said we'll give away as part of the one of each beanie as well. All right. Why not? So that'll be pretty fun. Again, as a big thank you for you guys, early little Christmas present or something like that. Okay, cool. So what are we thinking? Station 6 or not? Comment. By the way, to be entered in the merchandise giveaway, all you got to do is comment in tonight's stream, which most of you do once we start doing the giveaway anyway. Different numbers that I would have in my head. Nothing specific, which I'm just kind of leaving it up to you guys. Comment anything you want. So, have a good time. But let's also keep it relevant to the conversation tonight for the most part. And of course, if you guys have any questions, gear, guns, all that type of fun stuff, we can do that. All right. Cool. There you go. All righty here. So let's hop on over to it. I did see we had a couple of super chats starting the night off. So thank you, Mike. My donation to Clint's Nods Fund. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And from Jake Boxer, he spent gun money on a getaway plane. Maybe. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the super chats. Greatly appreciate that. And of course, we've got James. Thanks for being a monthly member. Here's his any comment. Perfect. Awesome. And the question, how is the main camera going to do tonight? For those of you that don't know, the Sony A7 IV has an issue with overheating, and the batteries are completely charged. I think Jessica Simp 44 mentioned last time it could be a battery issue. I don't know. All my batteries are from Sony because I didn't want to have an issue, but here I am. So we'll see. And it's actually pretty chilly down here in the bunker. You would think would be good. One would think. Anyway, all right, let's continue on over here. Gio, good to see you as well. Clint missed the Monday stream, unfortunately, but I'll be here for most of this one. That's awesome. Glad you're here, man. James is also saying this will be an interesting topic. So many people calling him a pro. Well, yeah, nah. So, okay, how do I feel about that? He could have been... this could go both ways, right? He could have known that the pistol he had was actually going to malfunction after each shot, or at least I shouldn't say malfunction. It's just functioning the way it is. Like if he had a booster in the suppressor, which is this right here, that is a piston that goes inside of my Gemtech GM45 silencer, which is on my CZ Scorpion that's covered up by my helmet here. Okay, come on, don't fall or anything. All right, so you guys see the silencer attached to the Scorpion right over here? Cool. When you disassemble the base of... Good enough. When you disassemble pretty much the base, the part that actually attaches to the muzzle end of the firearm, whatever it might be, you disassemble that. This will be sitting in there, muzzle that direction, and then the actual barrel threads right into here. Okay, this sits in here, and there's a spring that wraps around this as well that again acts as that booster, gives it enough oomph to actually cycle the action, because especially on a tilted barrel action of most semi-auto pistols like your Glock, like your 320 and so many other things, if I were to handle one of these and then the YouTube live would get cut out, you'll notice if you just rack the slide a little bit, the barrel will tilt. Okay, that's part of the entire chambering and extracting process, right? I can probably actually do a complete breakdown of that. That might be kind of fun. Why did his pistol fail? That'd be kind of a fun video. Anyway, so with all of that, if he doesn't have this device in there and it's just a sleeve over some baffles or whatever the type of design it might be, then that pistol isn't going to have enough force or momentum behind the slide or anything like that for it to actually cycle, extract that spent round and pick up the next round. That's why I was saying, if we go back and look at that video again, right, it looks to me as if, yeah, right there, it looks like he was definitely having an issue with it. It looks to me like he knew it wasn't going to cycle right. And then that last round right here, he's like, oh crap, it looked like it actually almost worked, right? Which that can happen while shooting and things like that. So I don't know, guys. As far as him being called a pro, I feel like if he was truly a pro, this would have been a lot cleaner. Just saying. Or a lot messier and just drive up full auto and out. You know what I'm saying? And torch the car, find, done. So, whatever, dude. Mm-hmm. And he didn't police his brass intentionally. And thank you for whoever just made that purchase. Appreciate you guys. He obviously didn't clean up his brass intentionally. He left messages on the brass because, well, he wanted to say something. He wanted to say something about this murder that he ultimately committed. Message. It was I should have had this pulled up already. My bad, guys. Brian Johnson. So it was like deny, defund, or something like that. Writing on shell casings. What was it? You guys probably are going to pull it up quicker than I am. Deny, defend, depose. That's what it was. Sorry. Deny, defend, and depose were the messages that were either etched into or written into the actual spent shell casings. So he didn't police them on purpose. All right. Country Bear Assassin. Country Bear Assassin. Good to see you as well, man. Happy Friday, sir. Glad to be here. Glad that you're here as well. Truth Hurts is wanting to know how everybody's doing this weekend. So far, so good. First live chat, the best of all floors. Fairly excited to follow. Thank you. I'm excited for you to be here. Greatly appreciate that. We've got just a straight up from J954. Thanks for being a monthly member as well. Cheers to you. Yo. Good to see you, man. All right here. And good evening, Pew Pew Jameson. Thanks for being a monthly member as well. Good evening from Indiana. I certainly hope they aren't at risk. I'm hooked now. My new silencer was a total game changer for whitetail firearms this year. Yeah, we could talk about that. Silencers are obviously not often used in crime. People will say, well, because they're so heavily regulated is why they're not often used in crime. Same thing about full autos and stuff like that. But dare I say Glock switches in Chicago? Okay, so continuing on. I crack myself up sometimes. The thing is about all of that is no matter how much you regulate whatever it is you want it to be done, you're not preventing the crime from happening. Like, I'm sorry, nobody's not going to kill somebody just because they can't get the hands on the tool that you're trying to regulate or ban. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I don't have the Porsche 911 SC Targa that I used to have doesn't mean I don't still speed in my Toyota 4Runner that has a hard enough time just getting up to the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? So crime's going to crime, dude. Criminal's going to crime. That's all there is to it. And by regulating stuff that all you're doing at the end of the day is just hurting the actual law-abiding person, individual, law-abiding citizen. And again, I can make that argument all day long. Doesn't matter. It is what it is, right? So you guys let me know what you think about that as well, all right? All right. And I saw too, not bad temps. Scott, good to see you, man. Not bad temps here in St. Paul today. It is 19 degrees outside right now. We've had snow on the ground for the past couple of days. It's really pretty. I will say that, but it's also really cold. Let's see here. You say it's thawing out there. Nice. All right. Scott's also saying, how many North Koreans can Tim Kennedy carry while the Koreans are each carrying 50 grenades? That's your entry into the giveaway tonight. I got you, man. AK Ted, good to see you as well, man. Good afternoon from Alaska. Placed an order on your store the other day. Greatly appreciate that. All of the Cyber Week purchases made, they'll be shipping out either tomorrow morning or Monday. All right, just letting you guys know. Very good. Let's see here. Mike Q, Clinic, Clem Morgan. I can't comment until the live stream is over. But you're confusing me, Mike. All right, here. You exactly from James. You're commenting right now. Oh, man. All right, cool. So let's see here. I want to get to Station 6 is a manual breech, wouldn't rack a slide. So the Station 6, again, if you take a look at the operation of this gun, you actually have to twist, pull type of thing. It still has a capacity, 9 rounds. I said 5, I think earlier, 9 rounds of 9mm. So, you know, it's a pretty interesting thing. Looks like a short cycle. That's what I was saying as well in that video. Again, and the biggest thing, though, is if we pull this back up, take a look. It's those gases being expended right there. It's those gases being expended that ultimately makes me believe this is a semi-auto. Or should have been. So he quickly goes to rack the slide, making me think he knew it was going to need assistance. Exactly, Matt. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. Pretty sure he's cleared of being an assassin or hitman. He could still be a hitman. He could still be this assassin. He could have been hired to do this. He could have had some sort of motive, whatever it might be. Last I checked, still at large, as far as I know. So, pretty interesting stuff. Really interesting stuff. Okay, let's talk about the suppressor, though, right? So the Station 6 utilizes what's called a wipe suppressor. Traditional silencers will have either like what's called a monocore design. That's something, imagine like I talked about before, there's a sleeve over a very intricately designed baffle system. It looks like just a very large muzzle brake almost, but it's got different canals, different routes for gases to get trapped in before it actually escapes out the muzzle. Just slows down the process of that gas escaping out the muzzle and out the breech end or the muzzle end of the silencer. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. That's more of your traditional monocore design. Regular baffles are baffles that pretty much just have a hole in the middle. They look like little discs that go all throughout the length of the silencer. Again, just stopping gases as they progress through or hindering, slowing down gases as they progress through the silencer. And then what's becoming more and more common are flow-through silencers, like what you see a lot of behind me. The Banish 30 is more of a traditional silencer. The Huxworks Flow 556K. The disavowed group silencer right over there, disavowed group here as well. This is not a 3D printed silencer, which is on the Honey Badger SD, but the other ones that I mentioned are Huxworks Cache 9 also. And those are typically, let's say specifically the Flow 556K. That is all one piece of metal at the end of the day. So you have to utilize a specific muzzle device for that to work. Since it is all one piece of metal and it's 3D printed, it's pretty much just coming up, and then you can make all these really intricate, complicated systems and designs for the gases to get caught in. It's really cool, pretty interesting. Limited lifespan, however, and not really user serviceable. So as far as cleaning and stuff goes, let's throw it in a tub of WD-40 and call it a day. There's better things out there, but just saying. So a wipe design instead of utilizing metal, metal, you're going to be utilizing something like I just had a softer material, right? Like why can I not think of silicone? Thank you. I looked up earlier, like what are some of those materials? Neoprene, silicone, things like that, urethane, that pretty much just the bullet passes through. And then it does the same type of job. Actually, if you go to the B&T website for the Station 6, you'll see they actually have a picture. If you scroll down to the page, they have I can show you guys this. Why am I doing that? It's pretty cool. They actually show you pretty much what that looks like, except now it's being, there it goes. Cool. I'll show you exactly what that looks like right now. So that is that softer material that I was talking about before, where the bullet is actually passing through. It makes contact with. It does a very good job at, actually, arguably, a better job than your traditional metal baffle system in most silencers. This does a very good job at capturing those gases, slowing it down, all that type of stuff. However, as you can imagine, much more limited use, right? You can't like run full auto through this thing. You can't shoot a lot through it. It has a limited life expectancy, but works very, very well. So would this be the ideal pistol for an assassin? Maybe, maybe not. Sure, why not? Doing low round count type work like what we saw, okay, could be. So there you have it. The rest of the pistol, that's what it looks like there. The Station 6.9. Okay. So with all that being said, where's our head at? What are we thinking? Before I start getting to some of that really quick, super chats coming in again. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Banshee Rider 216, thank you for being a monthly member. I think 3D printed gun, cheap parts, bad gunsmithing. That could be it too. Let's see here. Midnight's Hunter, words to follow. Very well. Thank you. Solo Gordo, good to see you again. Most of the public have common misconception that suppressors are James Bond or John Wick. Quiet. I shouldn't have to pay extra for a gun muffler. I'll drink to that. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a muffler for your firearm. What you gonna do? Let's see here. X marks the spot. Whiskey for your glass. Thank you so much. Cheers to that. X marks the spot. Thanks again for being a monthly member. Same to you as well. Pew Pew Jameson. Thank you. Ordered my whiskey glass and for the wife a wine glass. That's awesome. Appreciate you guys so much for the support. Thank you. And Jessica Sim 44. Yes, the well rod is a 1940s design, I believe it was, that, well, had the intention of being able to take out a target quietly. So there you have it. All right. So there you go. Polymer is another material that could be used. Yes. Oh, man. But I do like the advancing, Keith, as well. The advancing technology and the 3D printing field. Also, there is some really cool stuff out there. It's pretty neat. The picture of the pistol on the basket looked like a 1911 style. Gun used to Earl Brian Johnson on the basket. Daily Mail, they're making it look like the Station 6. I want to say I think I saw what you were talking about, but I didn't actually really acknowledge it. They're trying to say like a World War II gun era, a World War II era gun. That's not like, there's so many things being said. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. CBS, new details on the gun used. Newly released surveillance photo shows the person police say is wanted for questioning in the shooting death of the United Healthcare CEO in New York City. CBS News crime and public safety senior Coordinating producer Anna Schechter has the latest. Sure. And so this is just a video from CBS News. And I guess we could watch this together. Why not, right? Let's just let's see what CBS News has to say about this. Hate that I'm giving them the viewership, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Let's take a look. 1 second. I'm gonna share this one with you guys also. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here on this.
New developments in the gunning down of United Healthcare CEO in Midtown Manhattan yesterday morning. Newly released surveillance photos show the person police say they want to question. And we want to warn you, the video you're about to see is disturbing. He is believed to be the man who shot Brian Thompson outside the Hilton Hotel, again, very early yesterday morning. We are also learning that the words deny, defend, and depose.
I like how they say it's going to be disturbing, and all they do is ultimately show the guy just not even shooting, just pointing. Whatever. Anyway.
Were found written carefully on a live round and a shell casing that police discovered at the scene. Anna Schechter has been following every development in this story for CBS News. She, of course, is our senior coordinating producer for crime and public safety. Anna, catch us up on the latest.
Yeah,
well, the latest is we have details on the murder weapon. It's a B&T Station 6 gun. You saw there in the video, it's an unusual looking gun. It's got a very long barrel there. And in that video, you see him have to kind of cock the gun before each time he fired. He fired multiple rounds, seemingly in cold blood, stayed calm throughout. So that's interesting about the gun. And we know that investigators have been up in...
See, they are saying it with such confidence, but we also know that media likes to say things with all sorts of absolute confidence, like Joe Biden isn't going to pardon his son, Hunter. Right? So I'm having a hard time believing it personally. Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
Connecticut last night looking for the place of purchase. So that's new details that CBS News can report. We also know that the man that we see in those photos taken at a hostel where you see his face, you see him smiling in one of the photos you showed during the introduction, that person who is wanted for questioning checked into that hostel with a fake New Jersey ID, and investigators believe it's just a made-up name. It's not an ID for anybody else. They didn't get any hits on that name, and that he likely paid in cash to cover his tracks. So we're starting to really piece together a picture, but we are now coming up on 36 hours.
It'll be interesting if he's being that competent to cover his tracks, if he had a cell phone on him. You know, I'm curious. Like, is he being, you know, that careful?
After this murder. And so as time progresses, investigators are getting more and more anxious. They want to solve this thing. And New Yorkers, meanwhile, are staying pretty cool, going about business as usual. But 36 hours, I think a lot of people thought that we would at least have a name by now. Major?
And what do we know about the person that police want to speak to's departure from the murder scene?
Well, it's a great question. You see in the video him calmly cross the street. He went around back behind an alley and picked up a bicycle, rode north into Central Park, and that actually created some problems because there aren't as many cameras in Central Park. But within a few hours, investigators were going to businesses along Central Park West and on West 85th Street. The owner of the building on that corner had a Google camera, surveillance camera, attached to the side of the building, and you clearly see the shooter riding a bicycle without the backpack moving west. And that is the last known image that we have of the shooter. So we are following our reporting that investigators have been looking north of the city, outside the city. We know they stopped Long Island Railroad trains last night. They cased at least one New York City area airport, and they came up with nothing. And that's what we know so far.
And the manhunt, quite obviously, continues. Anna Schechter.
Yeah, apparently they don't really know much, and that's all there is to it. You know, like I said, guys, I'm having a hard time believing it was a B&T, at least the Station 6. As far as the motive goes, we all seen what John Q, right? Isn't that a Denzel movie? There could be all sorts of things. All could be all sorts of things there. H. Walter, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Is that Hal by chance? Is that you, Hal? If it is, it's really good to see you, man. I hope it is. If not, thanks for being here, H. Walter. I appreciate that. Gilly Shooter, forgive me, I'm not familiar with the CBS anchors, but why does she look like she got crop dusted right before the camera rolled? Maybe she did. J954. My brother Clint, love you, man. Keep fighting for the Second Amendment. Fight. Cash is huge for our freedom and sovereignty. I have such a problem with that word sometimes. Sovereignty. Pardon all J6 patriots. Stay frosty. I agree. And, I heard a good point. Just taking a little side note about like the J6ers, right? I mentioned back before, like pardoning all the non-violent ones, but it should be looked at, case by case, like even the violent ones that if they were like in defense of and all this type of stuff. I can't remember who it was that was speaking on this, but it says even the ones that were violent should still get pardoned because the type of scrutiny and all the bullshit that they've had to go through in this circumstance, because that they were associated with the J6 insurrection, they actually got treated even worse compared to if they committed the exact same crime outside of the J6 insurrection. Then they wouldn't have gone through so much, wouldn't have been treated so badly, wouldn't have been incarcerated to the extent that they were. And when I hear that type of argument, I'm like, damn, that's kind of eye-opening if you ask me. Yep. So we hold the right to change opinions. Okay. All right. Let's see over here. But thank you, J954. Thanks for being a monthly member. Thanks for all of it, man. Thanks for the support. Greatly appreciate that. They say he was shot in his leg thigh first. Don't know if the video angle is deceiving or what. Burner phone. You're right. I did actually read up about that. Saw a burner phone, something like that. William Bollinger. When you watch the full video, which I'm sure if I show it here, YouTube would take the stream down because you are watching a guy get shot, but the footage is so unclear. It's really hard to make out exactly what's happening. It looks like I've seen more graphic stuff in video games, but it does look like he got hit in the leg first shot. I mean, he clearly grabs his leg and then kind of stumbles and falls into the wall, right? Kind of like how I just ran into my Mark 12 there. Yeah. How John Q, make it up as I go. John Q was the first that I thought of when the news broke. We don't know this guy's story as of right yet, right? I'm not going to justify murder in any type of way, but I will say, let's say he had UHC as his health insurance, and I'm imagining like, what would I ever go to that extent? I'd like to think no, but who knows what the future holds, right? I'm just saying, like, nobody knows. I don't think I'd ever do anything like that. I wouldn't ever do anything like that. Let's be real. But at the same time, if it came to my son or my daughter, I've always said, like, dude, I would kill to protect them, right? Like, there's no way. But when you think about that in the sense of what we know as killing to protect, there's a threat right here, right now, right in front of me. Again, I'm not trying to justify this guy committing murder. All I'm saying is, what if this motive could be looked at like it would have to be vengeful? There's nothing, I don't see how this could be looked at as defense in any type of way of anybody. I'm trying to think of something, but this just looks, like I said, vengeful. This looks more of like a revenge thing. Like, you denied me now and my daughter died. What do I have to live for type of thing. But like I said, guys, this one's difficult. This one's really difficult. So you guys let me know what you think about that. All right. Captain, good to see you. I'm glad you're able to make it for a little bit of the stream as well. Tanner, saw you comment. There we go. All we have to do is ban drugs to stop drug cartels. Seems easy enough. That's that. Hal, good to see you, man. Yep, it's me trying to figure out how to comment though. Well, you got it on Facebook, so appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. Hal, he's a retired Marine as well. He was really good friends with my dad before my dad obviously passed, and so it's really cool to see you here as well, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, dude. And shoot me a text sometime. I need to come out and visit. I know you're way out there, but I gotta come see you. Gilly Shooter, the flirting on camera makes me question the sob story idea. I was getting ready to make that exact same point, dude, because that's where I went at it. Like, if it was truly like I have so much hurt and pain that I'm going to commit this type of act, I don't think I'd be. The story is that this guy flirted, or this woman flirted with him, and he smiled. That's why he pulled the mask down, and that's why we have that one image of him at the counter. I don't know. Could just be clearly not mentally there anymore either. Like, dude, I don't know. You can't justify this type of shit. If coverage was denied for someone he loved, which resulted in death of that person, I could see this making sense for someone who felt revenge was the only option. Yeah, and that's the only way. You actually said it, Matthew Thomas. Thank you very much. You articulated that a lot better than what I was trying to say earlier when I was just thinking of shit in my head. So appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe you should be the one in front of the camera. Keith is saying the purge isn't real yet. Interesting. Oh boy. Oh man. It's just scary thought, right? Or is it? No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. And see, this was the other thing too. I was thinking about that. Maybe he was actually hired, which is why I kind of said earlier about, like, he could be a hitman. He could be hired to do a job, right? And this job was the CEO of United Healthcare. Could very much so be. It's very interesting. Gilly Shooter, devil's advocate to myself. From that pic, he looked reasonably attractive. So maybe he was using it to clear suspicion, or to get the thing that always comes to madmen, the horde of dedicated followers who want to fix them. Interesting. Interesting take. Matt, yeah, I obviously have no details, but the headhunt of a CEO of a major healthcare system sounds more like a vengeful attack, like he or his family was wronged by the system, causing tragic loss. And that's kind of what I see, you know? Holy shit, about spilled my drink. Jake, thank you for the super chat again, man. Google UHC AI policy /lawsuits. I'll take a look at that really quick. I'm just getting tired of my sleeves kind of falling down below my elbows some here, so I'm just going to roll my sleeves up one more time. Excuse me. Drink break. Let's see. UHC said AI policy /lawsuits, you said. A year before CEO shooting, lawsuit alleged UHC used AI to deny coverage. 2 hours ago, United Healthcare accused of relying on AI algorithms to deny Medicare Advantage claims. Interesting. Huh. Well then. Like I said, that's new to me too. My issue with that is you're taking utilizing AI. It makes so much sense for healthcare. You're going to take the human element out of it, where it's just black and white. There's no emotion, there's no feeling, there's no thought. It's just data. It's going to take certain words. It's going to look at certain numbers. Does it make sense? Is this going to work for me? Is this going to work for, I don't know, everybody else to make money? If not, then maybe we'll deny that claim. Then again, there's also a lot of shitty people out there that might not have had any feelings about it whatsoever anyway. Oh, yeah, I'm just, yeah. We're not perfect in this country by any means, and it shows. Oh, Lord. Ronan Phoenix, yep, people smile and laugh through pain all the time. If you think momentary smile means you cannot be depressed or motivated by tragedy, then you should be thankful you have lived a life where you think that's true. Yeah. That's just it. We can't really step into the shoes or the mind of somebody that would actually do this, because I think most of us here probably haven't committed murder. So, you know, he could have been happy that he knew he was about to take out that revenge, right? Made that smile, whatever else it could be. But yeah, people smile and laugh through pain all the time. Absolutely. Let's see here. Cody Blees, good to see you again, man. Trudeau is a coward among cowards, which is what makes him so dangerous. Clint might be able to hear Trudeau cry himself to sleep. He's so close to Canada. Where did we start talking about Trudeau? But also, Canada is a 51st state. That was pretty funny. Oh, man. Continuing on over here. And yeah, Canada is rather close, which makes me concerned for the northern border. So, there's that too. He's also a huge hypocrite when a huge portion of Western Canada's revenue comes from Americans. Big game hunting. Yeah, how about that? J954, appreciate the super chat as well, especially at the $556 amount. Are you going to be at the NRA show in Atlanta? I'll be there 100. What's your opinion on the blackout defense, dual taper lock, 11.5, Hux flow on her Shebad? So I've heard a lot about blackout defense, but I've got no experience with them. So I don't want to really give an opinion because I'd be making it up. So I have no experience. However, the chat has said, I've actually heard nothing but positive things about blackout defense. So I assume you're on the right path there. In fact, I think because I've heard so much about them, I should look at acquiring one myself and maybe do a video on it or something. 11.5 is also awesome. So as far as being at the NRA show, I don't know, man. Maybe, probably not. I did hear that the NRA annual meet last year was not good. So I don't know. I will probably have my focus on GOA's annual meet, Goals 2025. So that's where my mind will be. SHOT Show, Goals. I'll probably be at CanCon again next year, CanCon East, because that was a really good show this past year. And I don't know where else I might be. I'll let you guys know. I updated on the website, actually at magdumpmerch.store. If you scroll down, I actually have dates about next shows I'll be at and stuff like that. So if you guys ever wanted to say hi or grab a beer or something, there you go. Let's see here. Talking guns to give them away in the name of democracy is wild. C. Belsh. Talking guns to give them away in the name of democracy. Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving away guns. At my old job, we did it we started off doing it every week. Then we did it every 2 weeks because making the videos every week was very difficult because they got more and more in depth and we started recording a whole lot more and we started doing videos every single day. But yeah, we gave away guns all the time. In fact, there's giveaways for firearms that happen all the time because they are legal. Give away cars, which honestly, cars are used to kill more people every year than firearms are. And you see car giveaways and those are bigger and more expensive and all sorts of things and not even a constitutionally protected right. So as far as guns being given away in the name of democracy in this country, our republic, yeah, we were founded by the gun. I mean, I don't know if YouTube's going to allow this or not, but I'm giving away a gun when I hit 100,000 subscribers. So it's a Rostic Arms. It's going to be awesome. It's an AR-15. Big scary gun. Oh, actually, it's not scary at all. It's really cool. But anyway. I think that's what you're trying to get at there, C. Welsh. But I don't know. Maybe not. But good. I'm glad you're here, though. Let's keep having yeah. Shit. Taking them. Yeah. So slow down, brother. All right, I get it. I thought you said talking guns. Sorry there, Crunchy Taco. What did you say? The North Dakota bit was a good one from the B. Oh, sorry, my bad, bro. Let me go back. Where was that? Taking guns to give them away in the name of democracy. Oh, that makes so much more sense now because Trudeau said over 300 more guns, or whoever their little spokesperson is, they're confiscating over 300 more types of firearms and then giving away in I thought you said talking about guns to give them away in the name of democracy. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. What are you talking about? Now I see what you're talking about is stripping the firearms from citizens to arm another nation that actually needs them. The hypocrisy, bro. Yeah, Seabelch, I totally get it now. It's amazing what one letter will do to an entire statement and how that dialogue and conversation will absolutely change. Wow. Not only is grammar a thing, but so is paying attention. How about that? Cody, poor Clint on Rumble chats on a completely different wavelength than he is with Trudeau taking guns from citizens and giving them to Ukraine. Yeah. I'm catching up now. Mike, appreciate it, man. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Greatly appreciate that. Getting back to it, I am not here 1775, but I think you are here. So I think it was revenge for something. Prime ADHD. Tanner, dude. Yeah, it's real, bro. It's real. Trudeau giving seized Canadian residents guns to Ukraine. Yes, I am caught up to speed, and I think it's absolutely bullshit. Could you imagine? I mean, all right, first of all, I saw somebody interviewed. I don't know. It was a blue hair type. Not that all blue hairs are bad. Okay. I've met some really good ones. But she was typical, stereotypical. And Brandon Herrera. Sorry. It was Brandon Herrera that it was actually at the NRA annual meet like a few years ago, asked them like, so we should just like take all the guns and then give them to Ukraine. And she said, yeah, that's a great idea to defend their country with. Yeah, man, if only they had a Second Amendment to begin with, then maybe. Oh, dude, it's so frustrating. It hurts. God. Anyway, all right. Just for fun, 40254. Damn it, I almost got it right. Just for fun, 402-450 is what I wanted to say. Clint, I'm glad you're doing your thing. I watched the other channel you were on for you. Not gay. I'm married. I'm an AK. I don't even know if I can say all this stuff on YouTube, but whatever. I'm an AK slut. Blessing to you and your family and all our members here. Go America. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're watching, man. It's awesome. Let's see here. I am not there. Didn't defend, depose the course of a health insurance claim. Didn't or deny. See, now we're getting funny. Deny, but I get it. Deny, defend, depose the course of a health. That's interesting. That's really interesting, right? Okay. Let's see. I know I got a couple more super chats that came through. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all of that for you all being here. Let's see here. Chris 8R22. Cheers, Clint. Hoping my girlfriend got me some of your merch for Christmas. It was on the list. Oh, dude, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. What's your girlfriend's name? I'll look up the order. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if she ordered. I don't want to ruin your Christmas present. If, that's, whatever. I don't know, man. Well, hey, you know what? Merry Christmas. Merry early Christmas. Maybe you'll win the giveaway tonight. Then you'll get double of everything. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. And thanks for the super chat. Thanks for being a member also, man. Greatly appreciate that. Let's see here. Hello. Mouse. You going to work? Good. Coming on back. Got it. J954. Oh, so yeah, okay. All right. I know I missed one there. There it is. Okay, my dude. So NRA last year, I met Lena Mikulek, Chuck Liddell, Kaya, Mr. McLean, Kane, the WWE star. Yes. Katie and Ted Nugent. NRA show is epic. Well, that's good for you, good sir. But from my understanding is for a lot of the vendors, may not have been one of the best shows. But I'm glad to hear it was a good time. Sounds like you met mostly some cool people. And, man, I am glad you're here as well, J954. Thanks also for being a monthly member as well. And Solo Gordo, Clint pregame before the stream. I actually did just a little bit. I had kind of like a late lunch, early dinner, and then I'm going to have my second dinner a little bit later. I'm not doing a really good job of it right now because, but I'm trying to bulk up a little bit. I've been taking my creatine. I've got some weights and, I'm just wanting to get in better health. My dad, he, Hal, if you're still watching, you already know this, of course, but he passed away, my father, when he was only 63 years old. My kids weren't born yet. I mean, this was almost 10 years ago, which is wild. But actually it will be 10 years next year, June 4th. So, he didn't take really good care of himself when it comes like physical health, things like that. He had such bad cholesterol. It started actually like developing pockets in his eyes. Right. And his heart ultimately just gave out on him. So I don't want to go like that, obviously. And so, it's kind of resonated with me a little bit more and more recently, especially as I've become a dad. I feel like it's up to me to defend my family. I need to be in a good fighting shape always. And I want to be able to play with my grandkids the same way I'm playing with my kids today. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. So health, all that type of stuff, getting back into shape is something I'm trying to do. So yes, going back to this, I had, actually out of one of my wine glasses, a couple glasses of red with my pasta that I was having. And then I started prepping for the stream and all that type of stuff, but still forgot my coffee mug. What are you going to do? And so, yeah, I'm trying to bulk, trying to get bigger, trying to get more muscle and stuff. All right. And I'm doing it all naturally because I don't know what the hell that shit would do to me. And that's all there is to it. So natty life. Not like Liver King. All right. I'm done. Cool guy, though. Okay. General Grant, just commenting gets you an entry, Joe Spinelli. Yes, that's absolutely true. Hey, Clint, I missed the first half of the stream. How does one get in on the giveaway tonight? That's all you got to do. You just did it. You commented. You're here. That's all it takes. All right. Great. With that, we're almost at 8 o'clock. That'll be an hour in, and we can do it, man. We can do it. Mike, Clinton, you have twin toddlers. You have all the working out you need chasing after them. So I am doing, dad squats where I've got, a kid in each arm, especially if they're like, mad or crying or whatever. You just start doing some squats with them. They think it's fun. They start laughing, and then they get squirmy, and then it gets really weird to try to keep your balance. Yeah, it's a good time, man. So there you go. Mike, Clint, isn't it time for your camera to overheat? Probably. We're probably getting there. So maybe we should do the merch giveaway. What do you guys think? Merch giveaway? Cheers, brother. Got a glass as well. Got your 6. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, let's do this. I'm going to give you guys another 45 seconds just to comment something to make sure everybody's in the stream, because the way the StreamYard giveaway thing goes, the giveaway tool, it pretty much takes active viewers, right? So if you're just watching, that's not going to cut it. You need to comment something, anything. Hey, how you doing? 2A, abolish the ATF, repeal the NFA, whatever you want to say. And that will get you your entry into the giveaway. All it takes is one. It's not like it increases your likelihood, I don't think, if you comment multiple times. You can find out, but I don't think so. And like I said before, I almost grabbed my almost empty bottle of 2A bourbon. I'm not giving that away. One of each beanie that I'm currently offering at magdumpmerch.store. We'll do this is like a really cool, I like this. This is kind of cool. We'll do a Live Free rocks glass from Ben Shot. That's your boy there with the Mark 18 Cry JPC get up 308 caliber lodged in the side of it, because 308 is like my favorite cartridge. So there you go. And we'll do a CM wine glass. So if you've got a significant other too, you guys, or you got somebody in your life that's more of a wine drinker, you guys can sit there. You can have your whiskey or scotch, and then your wine, and then a coffee cup. One of my campfire mugs that I showed off a little bit earlier, because you can always use a coffee mug. Even if you don't like coffee, you still have like hot chocolate or something. Like 'tis the season. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. All right. Really quick, as I let you guys get all that stuff in there. My opinion on Pam Bondi is she's dangerous. I don't know how I feel about her. I've heard her talk about the Second Amendment, things regarding firearms that just did not seem good. There was an interview, or at least a recording of her, what it sounded like trying to sweet talk Trump or persuade Trump or inform Trump to start liking red flag laws. And Trump, look, he's obviously a lot better than what we could have had. But the man has said things before, like, just bypassing due process, take the guns first. That comment, that's scary. He seems to like the entire idea of stop and frisk. No, not the kind of stuff I'm into. So we got to make sure that the people that are actually in his ear are pro-Constitution, pro-Republic, pro-American, not this infringement type bullshit that we're seeing a lot of. So Pam Bondi kind of scares me in that regard. So there you go. All right. And yeah, Matthew Thomas, Trump banned bump stocks with the, I guess you could say with like the assistance from the NRA. So there you go. All right. Let's see here. Chris 8R22, Brandon Hare for ATF director. Isn't that nice? I would love it. All right. All right. Everybody in here? We all good? All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and use the giveaway tool here. And then I will share my screen so everybody can see, so we don't have to keep doing the guess your number thing, because that got wild. But it was also a good time. So let me start collecting comments. All right. I see them coming in. Entries so far, it says 55. So I see 292 people currently watching, and it shows entries 55. Those numbers need to be closer together. So if you're watching, you're not commenting, maybe you don't want any of the swag, that's fine. Maybe I won't be offended by that, but it is what it is. But yeah, you guys go ahead and get them in there. All right. Pew Pew Jameson, I'm starting to see more come in. We're at 60 now. Nice. Nods, fun brother. How close are you? I still got a ways to go. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there one day. All right. All right, cool. Oh man, but thank you so much for that, for the super chat. Did I miss any other super chats? If I did, I'm sorry. I don't think I did. Yes, I did pregame. Clint, I have twins. Or yes, I do. Great, cool. And good evening from the White Mountains. That sounds pretty freaking awesome, man. That's great. All right, let's see over here. We are, but the lowly Twitch chat together strong. Hey, you're in here because it meshes with all the other platforms that StreamYard streams too. So that includes Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, obviously. So there you go. Let's see here. I saw one of y'all said something about 2A bourbon isn't in my state. Sad news. Want to try? They're online. You can buy them online. Just look up 2A bourbon, unless there's something about your state that won't allow it. I don't know. But yeah, that should be all good. All right. All right. This is kind of funny. These are like right next to each other. Stop commenting and then comment, people. Roger that. Tactical. Good to see you. Oh, that's pretty funny, man. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Can't ship liquor to your. That sucks. Okay. Delta Papa UPS at the door. All right. Let us know when you're back, and then I'll do the. I'll go ahead and send it. How's that sound? All right. We got a lot more in there now, so I'm glad you guys are commenting and hanging out. Appreciate you guys being here. Tanner's saying chat going wild. I see you, man. Bought some for my brother for Christmas on your recommendation, dude. I think you're gonna like it. I definitely think you're gonna like it. I think your brother is, at least, and if he's nice, he'll maybe split it with you in one of the whiskey glasses that you get him. You know what I'm saying? All right, there you go. Delta Papa said his tea bags are here. Okay, he's back. You guys ready to do this? Let's go ahead and do this. All right, so I am going to go ahead and. Where's my screen share thing? Hello? Okay. Are you guys ready? Here we go. So it shows entries 88. All right. I want to be down here. I like that view better for some reason. I don't know. J954, Clint, how do you feel about Trump's picks? I'm all in on Cash and Tom Homan. Same. Tulsi is a G, and RFK has some great ideas. Looking for your two cents, bro. Honestly, I agree with all that. I like the different backgrounds, diversity of opinion. I like the variety that we're getting from a lot of these people. Kash Patel, Tom Holman are like awesome if you ask me. So there you go. All right, cool. You guys ready? I think we're ready. I think we're pretty much there. If we're not there now, like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, wrong button. Where's the hide? There it is. Okay, cool. All right, let's draw it. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Look at all these names. Look at all y'all being in here and everything. Good to see you guys. And who is going to be the elites less? I like your bald eagle little icon profile pic. There you go. Wasn't that so much easier to do than trying to guess a number and all that type of stuff? So elites less, email me, man, magdumpmafia@gmail.com. And, we'll, there you go. I'll go ahead and get your stuff sent out to you. Like I said, everybody that's pretty much purchased anything from magdumpmerch.store, I'll get it. Yeah, for a second there, I thought it was going to be Scott Rash, man. I was like, man, you're close, dude. But I'll keep that up just so I don't forget either. But yeah, magdumpmerch.store. If you made a purchase this week, I will make sure I'm getting all packages out either tomorrow or Monday. Obviously, post office isn't open on Sunday, so that's all there is to it. All right. All right. More rigged than 2020. You guys saw it. I even shared my screen, like, for me clicking the button. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you guys crack me up, man. All right. Let's see here. Mike T, it's dropped below 90 degrees here in Texas. 19. Yeah. So can both beanies be worn at the same time? They stretch, you know? Yeah, you can make it happen, man. Like, I'm sure it'll. The answer is yes. All right, there you go. Double up, man. But if you paid attention in Phlebas or sex ed, you know that's actually not a good idea. All right. Anyway. Oh, man. We can go ahead and start calming down a little bit here. And do I get my money back now? Yeah, Tanner, I forgot, man. I was supposed to stop it on your name, but I completely forgot, dude. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you'll get your money back soon. Oh, man. Let's see here. Not rigged at all. You guys are just killing me over here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, elite-less. Yeah, not rigged at all. Yeah. Honestly, I think elites less. I think this is like the first time I've actually seen you comment here on the stream. So thanks for being here. And like I said, email magdumpmafia@gmail.com. All right. And obviously there's StreamYard actually has some pretty cool tools that make sure you're actually talking to the right person. So it's kind of nice. But anyway, Tanner, see, rigged. More rigged than the elections in California. You guys are killing me. Let's see here. What's the next video about? Marine 0621. How's my hair look? Because it's kind of warm with this beanie on. Is it all right? Is it good enough? Whatever. So next video, I've actually got a couple in mind. Y'all want to play a game? This game's called, I talked about it last stream. This game is called How Much Will YouTube Let Us Get Away With? All right. So I have a couple of ideas as far as the next video goes. One of which is doing a history video. I'm kind of excited about because I really want to shoot this gun and I want my first shots to be on camera so you guys get that initial raw reaction and everything of this guy right here, the Henry OG Henry. They call it the new original 1860 thing. Is so cool. I really want to do a video on that, talking about that, the history of pretty much Henry repeating arms and how they came about to be where they are today and how that kind of evolved over time to be like this, like suppressed boy, and things like that. So it'd be pretty cool. Another one would be, all right. So let's just do this. Let's just do this. If YouTube shuts the stream down, I'll keep it going because I don't think it would shut down on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble. Facebook probably will too. So you guys can either follow there, but I'm not going to be up much longer after that anyway. But the game is What will YouTube allow us to get away with? I'm not going to handle a firearm on camera. I'm just going to slide it into frame, and we'll see if it works. All right. So this is the gun I'm talking about doing a video on. I just really got to make sure I don't slide it off the table. All right. Okay. Let's do this. This is not sliding material either. Like, hey, look at that. See? YouTube? I didn't handle a gun. I didn't touch the gun. All right. Now, I wonder if I could poke it so that way you guys get a better angle of it. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's enough for tonight. But that right there is the Bull Armory SAS2 Ultralight. Are we still on YouTube? I think we're good. All right. Oh, man. So that is the Ultralight from Bull Armory. 16+1 capacity comes with, should I give all the specs about it right now? Whatever. 16+1 capacity, 3 magazines it comes with in the box, even comes with a flared magwell, but the magwell that comes attached on it is the lower profile one, which is what I prefer for appendex inside the waistband. I do have a holster for it. But this is from Priority One Holsters, and I do have like a custom one coming, so you'll be seeing that soon too, obviously from my homies over at Alpha Mega Kydex Holsters. But just to get the video out, I might try it in this holster, but I already tried it a little bit. Haven't shot the gun, but I've just kind of played with it. And this is rather uncomfortable. As it, maybe back here be a little bit more comfortable, but this alone, that right there, like just really like, I don't know. Not a bad holster, I don't think. It definitely has good retention and everything else. I like the metal clip. But yeah. But as far as the pistol goes, I haven't shot it yet. Again, that's going to be one of the ones like I did with the SAS2 TAC. I did a 1,000-round review on that guy. This is going to be an initial impression. Shooting the gun, again, it's a 3¼ inch barrel. It's a lightweight gun. I think it's only, well, for a double stack 9mm, 24 ounces. If that's right. So, yeah. Trigger on it's about 3 to 3.5 pounds. As you can imagine, like any other single stage, it's a super short take up. The reset on that guy, guys, there's like no travel. It's crazy. The video is going to be pretty cool. So that's what I'm thinking about making maybe the next video on. Then sometime doing the Henry, and then the next bolt gun series, and then the next episode for the AR series, we're going to be doing something with this guy here. This is my fold AR. This is a 12.5 inch fold AR upper on my ADM Cayman, my ADM lower with the new SB Tactical A5 brace. Let's see if I can see that a little bit better. That brace, guys, is freaking awesome. I got it on both of my pistols there. Pistols, AR pistols. And so that'll be pretty cool. And the reason I'm doing that is because I talked about practical rifle to pistol transitions, things like that. And we're going to be doing some work in and out of a vehicle. Obviously, there's snow on the ground. That's not going to prevent me from doing any of this. I just need to make sure my technology, like that damn camera that I'm pointing at right now, is on par with what I'm wanting to do. All right. All right. Cool. Hey, and you got an ad on YouTube after I slid it on in. So there you go. Oh, jurors are hung on the DC case, yet the judge won't declare it. Dude, that's the other thing about, I don't know all the evidence that was presented. I didn't see all the witnesses that spoke. I'm not on the jury. I'm just a guy on the internet that knows Daniel Penny. At the end of the day, I think he thinks he was trying to do the right thing. I think ultimately, if I was a passenger on that train and I was there and I witnessed what happened, I would say that he probably did the right thing as well. I think he ultimately stopped a guy that, who knows? Who knows how many lives he potentially saved? The argument is one life was taken. Okay, but how many lives did he potentially save? Well, you can't quantify those numbers. And that's why it's really difficult to quantify how many firearms are used to save lives every year, even though this guy didn't use a firearm. He used a decent headlock, and obviously it worked. So, yeah, maybe don't go on a train threatening to kill people and doing all a bunch of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and starting to act some sort of way. So there you go. Oh, man. Ooh, what if, hear me out, we push a rifle with another rifle into frame? These are things we might just try. I think at some point, YouTube's been pretty good to me so far, but it actually has gotten worse. Like when I first started, YouTube was like, oh yeah, new guy to the channel. And, thankfully a bunch of you guys, are new guy to YouTube. As far as my own channel, a bunch of you guys followed over from Classic. And so YouTube was like, oh yeah, we're going to promote all your stuff and all this type of thing. They obviously didn't say that directly to me, but that's what everybody was saying. And then it has slowed down drastically. That could just be, organic, right? But I'm seeing it in, as far as the analytics go on my side of things, you can kind of see when things started to slow down. It's when I started kind of calling out some YouTube bullshit. I'm like, ironic, isn't it? And policies keep changing, not allowing promotions on firearms related content. That's pretty stupid, right? So what are you going to do? Oh, well. Let's see here. Perhaps, thanks again, Jake, for the super chat. Perhaps a small conveyor belt with topic specific items you can move back and forth. Like getting a conveyor belt to go from, it's not a bad idea, but to go from this end of the table to that end. And then I'm just like over here, just like place on, look at it come up. Oh, hit pause. The item's right here. Hit rewind. You can see it here now. Oh, shit. It's not a bad idea. God, I hate YouTube sometimes. That is so funny, though. All right, guys. YouTube Big Mad after the election. Traveler 1970 says they going after everything that is not gay and communist. Interesting. So, Oh, and an anyway shirt. I do kind of just like anyway, ... and just leave it at that. On the back, you could say abolish the ATF. Anyway, abolish the ATF. I'm gonna make that shirt. All right, cool. That'll be going up on the site. All right, anyway. Son of a bitch. Now it's in the back of my head. Now's a good time to go ahead and end it for the night, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me make sure I got to all the super chats. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think we're all good. Thank you guys again, everybody that has made a purchase, supported the channel and the store at magnumpmerch.store. Like I said, the sale is still currently live. It'll end at midnight tonight Eastern time, so hop on it if you are wanting to pick up something. This isn't going to be like the only sale ever, obviously, but once I get new hats in, because you guys obviously like the hats, which is awesome, thank you. I will be doing a sale on the hats. Okay, so because they're not in stock right now, so that's just not fair, right? So there you go. And no, I didn't do a bust build tonight. I know it's been a little bit. I'll probably do that on Monday. Maybe I'll leave that mag dump Mondays to do that. What do you mag dump with type of stuff? You know what I'm saying? We'll probably do that. All right. And YouTube does not like those live streams. Oh my God. I have gotten not strikes, but kind of like policy violation, showing modified guns and all this type of stuff. And it's like, dude, you guys are killing me. So lots of fun there. So we're going to continue to do it as long as we can. So thank you, Rent Collector. Appreciate it. C-Belsh, sorry for the misunderstanding earlier. Have a good weekend, y'all. Every last one of you guys here, have a good weekend. Thank you all for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a very safe, fun-filled, freedom-filled, at the range, lead-filled targets or backstops type of weekend. All right? All right. Y'all have a good one. I will catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good night.